All illegal entry will immediately be halted, and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the places from which they came. We will reinstate my Remain in Mexico policy. I will end the practice of catch and release. And I will send troops to the southern border to repel the disastrous invasion of our country.
Them are kill police, them are kill soldier when they kill gunman. And we are dead. And we poor people are dead. We can't have a country and go on some motor. Police kill 2 men today, tomorrow man, and man later man. Oh, we have things like that.
About 60 man police kills this year.
Thank you.
What we call illegal migrant population. The first one is Haiti. The second one is the Dominican Republic. And the third one is Jamaica. Jamaica must in the top 5 by everything, you know. Must in the top 5 by everything. Jamaica is part of that trust to get rid of illegal immigrants. And not only illegal immigrants matter about neither.
You take unto yourself a woman,
yes,
and call her your wife, and that is
yes.
it.
So what happens to the woman them where you check unto yourself, where you never call your wife and you have sex with them?
Those are your concubines.
That means you see the brethren feel say that's sin. Brethren, don't make me lock you off, you know. Just say goodbye, no man. You're going to make me lock you off, brethren. We love Africa, no matter what them want to say. So, and what will you one most a year we are going in America? Trump already gone power crazy with a whole heap of different things where all in party no agree with. But one of the things them where him do will cause even big story is to say him about tariff the partner, the people them who is him biggest importer, exporter countries. Canada and Mexico. Now, Canada supply enough things to America. Mexico supply enough things to America. America supply enough things to them. But now the man I take aim at the Canadian them and say, boy, we should tell you from long, we tell you a good while now, that he want Canada to be the 51st state. That means that the people they must give up them sovereignty now, you know, and make him be the president, and for them president be the governor, like how you have Texas governor and all of the governor them for the 50 state them. Now him say him want 51st state to be Canada, but not only that. Him gone way over in Denmark, you know, and say Greenland. Him want Greenland, him want buy Greenland. He must say that from 2018, he must say that from. But no more serious with it. Denmark say, look here man, no, it's not for sale, you know. The people in Greenland say, no, it's not for sale. And him a plan some very unscrupulous things against the people them. Now Canada, which everybody know when tell them about Canada, them think about America. I only for Jamaica, and if them no run go America, them run go Canada. Now Donald Trump has said, look here, no say if we don't down to this thing here, we're gonna bring down some serious tariff pan no. Well, them say, look here, tariff for tariff, who going to win or who going to lose? Nobody win, nobody lose in a tariff war. But you know, say, him no want to talk about no military action, like when I talk about Panama, military action. And him even suggest military action pan Mexico too. That make the EU people them arm up Finland and Denmark, not Finland, Denmark and Greenland. Because them say, look here, whether I'm serious or not, we have to take precaution because this man a go crazy away. We want to play the script here, you know. We want to play the script here. We are talking about Trump card half guard. Yeah, and it relates to Canada. And we know most Jamaican people in Canada, all of them listen to this program. Yeah. The intentions of Canada against America if Trump decides him to go through with him tariff thing. But here we know. To those of you who listen to it, know say we are talking about this organization named BRIC. Long before South Africa joined it and make it named BRICS. For those of you who don't know, BRIC is the other version of what we call the EU, where you have Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa right now. We have been telling about this thing for a long time. Well, it has gained momentum all over the world to the point where now they might challenge America domination. Yes, because you know everybody has say America is the greatest this and the greatest that. Well, Russia, which is the one where I say is the leader, Russia and China, which is America's two biggest enemies, Russia and China, they are now responsible for most of the African countries. We're joining it now. We are talking about like the latest one now is Nigeria. And look like Ghana go in there too. You have the South American country, them look like them are going to go into BRIC. And this is really a threat to American, what we call superiority or greatness. Given now this man have named Trump where a flexing power to the point of nothing. But here we go. Cuba is also part of BRICS. And you know Cuba, they are under sanction by America for how much decades now. Decades. Well, apparently them sanctions never work all the time when them sanction Cuba. It never work because Cuba have some of the best doctors that you will ever find on earth. Yeah. And during the time of COVID, them developed them own vaccination. That I know ones who live Jamaica and go to Cuba go take the vaccine because them never want to take the one where come from America. Well, it's just sweet me to say that the power, world power has shift for the next level. And America, in honor of this man, who him claim say, when he was in power, the first I know war never there on earth, and when him come in, he must stop the Ukraine Russian war. The first day him come in, he must stop it. And we see where him say, him jump into the Israeli Palestinian war and have a peace treaty go on this. But here the man say no. The man say they must clear out Gaza and send the Palestinians them go in Egypt or Jordan. You know what they want though? They want build resort. Yeah, I tell you. The man want build resort, Rasta. The people them say them nah go to Egypt and no Jordan. They must go back in the rubble where them left 1 year ago. They must go back there. They must go back there. So that's the next problem. Then now him say he want to take over Greenland. And he want to take over Panama Canal. You know, say, a whole heap of Jamaican go work on the canal there, you know. Whole heap of people dead. Thousands of people dead for build that. He must say America won and America want it back. But here why him say he want it back? Through China, I go through the regular and all I build things down there now. him say, according to them, you know, them can't afford China or Russia for in them backyard, you know. And Russia deliberately send a ship come down, I think a year before last year, send a ship come down Cuba there, so. And them circle it. Because I say, what? Russian ship in our waters. But the Russian them come and gone. But guess what? Cuba stand still with all the try to kill 20 different assassination attempt to kill Castro. And the embargo there. How much decades now? And Cuba still there. Under them so-called communist regime. We want to play a clip here. We're going to play the clip after they add them. We're going to play it off of this phone here. About Cuba joining the BRICS. Yes, it's a very serious thing. Cuba does the next door, you know, 90 miles from Negril. 90 miles. They can't turn up at the tower there and see Cuba. Them is part of BRICS, which is not part of America. The question is, what is Jamaica going to do now? What is Jamaica going to do? Because we know Jamaica, our government, not even our, kind of my government, the government of Jamaica, Israel and America feel them friend, can we say, the Prime Minister will go up Israel and get invitation in a Mar-a-Lago there, when them did have them meeting a couple years ago. And now you hear them say, this is official, you know. The three major countries in the Caribbean where have the worst, what them call illegal migrant population. The first one is Haiti. The second one is the Dominican Republic. And the third one is Jamaica. Jamaica must in the top 5 of everything, you know. Most in the top 5 of everything. Jamaica is part of that trust to get rid of illegal immigrants. And not only illegal immigrants matter about neither. It's not only illegal immigrants, you know. But we're going to see what's going to happen, you know, because him do every day they are mounted, you know, and the whole place get upset and upstirred and thing. That all European countries now are side with Denmark and are send weapons at Denmark and them think they will protect Denmark. And, you know, Greenland can't fight America. Denmark can't fight America. You know, see, Greenland have less people than what Jamaica have. But him see it as a strategic place. Him see it as a strategic place because, again, Russia and China is the main target, just like the Panama Canal. Well, like how China in a Jamaica, what is going to happen when him turn him around here so, and she say, China build whole heap of this and whole heap of that down here? What him going to say to the government of Jamaica? We're going to take a break and come forward. Nigeria is now part of BRICS. Ghana look like it going that way too. Everybody's moving away from the dollar. So a little more from this, the US dollar won't be the means by which you have to do business with internationally. Yeah. Little more you do have to do business with US dollars. But you know, say anywhere you buy do business now, you have to use US dollar. And that is really what BRICS offering. You know, South Africa, the reason why South Africa joined BRICS, you know, is because when them need a country in the time of apartheid, Russia come to them aid and Cuba come to them aid. Who can forget the Cubans in Angola and Mozambique? The Cubans them help to liberate Southern Africa. The Russian them move into Africa and help to get out some of the old colonizers them. And now we say all of that groups, those groups of people is moving away from France, Germany, and America. So Trump have a serious time ahead of him. Serious time to deal with all them different vibrations right now where is taking all of these countries that was colonized. Them find a different pathway to move. Different pathway. So we're going to see what will happen. We're going to see what Jamaica going to do. We know where Jamaica going to do still, but we still have to say it. Cutting edge. You know, last year about April, we spoke about what do call it, I don't like call it the Benevolent Society, you know, but Sister Nanny doing a wonderful work, no man to be able to relate to the elder them who right now is part of the program that was set up for them to get compensated for that atrocity that was done in 1963. Now, I told her that I would kind of keep up to date. I keep the community up to date by way of the program of what is happening. Good night, Nanny. Good night.
Greetings, Muta. Good night.
All right.
Give thanks again.
I hope you never gone to bed.
No, I make sure that I keep up for you, man. All
right.
We appreciate what you're doing.
Yeah, okay. So tell me what is happening as it relates to, since the last time we talked in April, what has been happening since?
Okay, so the last time I gave an update, I told you that we were going through audits to ensure that our books are up to date and we are in good financial standing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we have completed the audit. We have called an annual general meeting, which is a requirement in order to present the audit to the membership. And so we have done our part.
Mm-hmm.
Now that took some time because we can't rush the auditors. We have to wait upon their report.
Yeah. So
we received the report sometime in mid last year, and then we did an annual general meeting. And, so having done all of that now, we say, okay, everything should, because remember we were promised to, Dr. Chang had promised.
Yes, in the third quarter.
By June, we handed over. So while we were going through the process, we assumed that they were going through their process. Anyway, we had not heard anything from them, and so we contacted the Dr. Chang, and we also who spoke with Minister Grange in November of last year. Minister Grange sent a voice note saying that yes, Dr. Chang spoke with her, and the matter of handing over, preparing the deeds for the land to be handed over to the Rastafari Corrigan Benevolent Society on behalf of the community. It is in a process where, at that stage, she said, they were awaiting a letter from the land agency, a no objection letter, which the land agency would indicate that they have no objection to the transfer of the title. And when they receive that letter, then it would go to the AG, and that
Attorney General.
Attorney General, yes.
Yeah.
And that office would then prepare a submission for cabinet.
What?
And so she was apologizing for the bureaucratic processes,
Yeah.
but she indicated at that time that the matter was near to completion. You know, she assured us that it was near to completion. That was in November of last year. Since then, we haven't heard anything.
Well, obviously, they were reaching a parliament yet.
Pardon?
I don't think it's reaching a parliament yet.
Well, I don't know if it had to go to parliament. What she said, it had to go to cabinet.
Oh, cabinet, yeah, well, same difference.
Yeah, that is what she said.
Mm-hmm.
So, they recently wrote a letter, so your request for an update is really timely, because we are now our members and the general community getting kind of restive and saying, well, it seems as if they're just playing us, you know, because then Dr. Chang made the promise. Apparently, he was not aware of all of that process that things would have to go through. So we have
no minister, man. Him no vice president of Jamaica. Or him no know.
But like you said, you know, you were there when he gave this firm commitment.
That's why I keep calling you now, because I want to hear what is happening. I'm just one of them promised by a politician again to Rasta.
Well, that is the whole thing, you know. That is what you know, our members are really concerned about, that they're being kicked around this political game, you know.
Yeah.
So we wrote a letter to last week. We sent off a letter to Minister Green because people are wanting now to get on with a public campaign because they don't know what is happening, and they're, you know, they're impatient and they're not confident anymore about this thing.
Yeah.
So we wrote a letter expressing the concern of our members and the fact that we're holding off doing a public campaign. But right now we have agreed, the Committee of Management has agreed that if we don't hear anything by the end of February, so we're giving them a month to get their act together, then they really will have to start to set on a public campaign and, you know, put on some pressure, because, you know, they say a promise is a comfort to a fool. So,
you know the problem with that? Them are going to call election this year now, and the whole of them time now to come for election. Them now, I don't think Rastafari business is part of them thing, unless them go and go use it. Then you will hear something, you know. Unless they go and go use the Rasta and, you know, what they have done and all them things there. We use it, you know.
To highlight their
propaganda machine, yeah.
Well, you know, so we have given them a month. I don't know if election will be called within that month.
No, I don't know the year to go call, man. Don't know the year. Yeah.
So you will hear more. You will have to help us with this public campaign.
No, what you mean, man? Then I'm call you, man. I'm call you.
Yes,
don't forget.
Right.
Don't forget, you know.
You know, we really
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is that, you know, we are appreciative of what Minister Green has been doing, you know.
Yeah.
In terms of
well, we have to admit that she do a lot. We have to admit. It's just that.
Yes, and that's the point. And that is the point, you know.
But this man, Harris Chang, now come say something in the meeting, and I question him about it, and him say, all right, we're going to see. Him talk about a quarter, and me say, watch you know, a 4 quarter gone now since him said that, you know, or 5 quarter.
Almost a year, because we're looking at the commemoration in April.
You know, April,
start planning for it now, and you know.
Yeah, anyway. We give thanks that you still go through with the struggle still, you know. Just continue the journey.
Yes, Muta, give thanks and give thanks for you to continue for that as well, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just keep it up and, you know.
Yeah, all right.
And you know.
Yeah, man, give thanks, Rasta.
Yes, all right. Take care now.
Yes, that was Nanny. You know, she's the secretary of the Coral Garden Benevolent Society who is looking to really continue to really help the survivors of the atrocity of 1963 by the government of Jamaica against Rastafari. And we had vowed that we will do our part, and one of our part is doing what we're doing now, so that the people them can hear and see what's happening. And I told Harris Chang in the meeting, say, look here, man, you attack and attack, you know, but he's a politician, you know, see, because we have no faith in a politician, you know. I mean, we see say them can do things, but when it come on to certain things, it's like, I don't know if we're wrong, Rasta, I don't know if we're wrong, you know. So, we see say, the quarter, when did I tell me about the second quarter, gone from last year, and look like him now, kind of get back seat, back bench now. So we don't know we can't go on there, so, but anyway, we are watching it, you know, we are watching it. This is the cutting edge. We take a break and come forward. So, there's a forum coming up soon, the Education Transformation in Africa and the Caribbean Forum. And it's been, well, it has been going on all the while still, but we want to talk to Mr. Omar Ryan, member of the Organizing Committee Administrative Professional Center for Reparation Research Regional Headquarters. And we want to talk to him about the forum that is coming up. Good night. Good night.
Greetings.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah, man. Hope all is well.
Yeah, man. So far.
Yeah, man.
All right.
It's been a while, you know.
Yeah, look, you know, the forum that is being kept at the university is an online forum or is a physical thing you can go in and sit down and listen?
It's actually going to be in hybrid mode, where
It's going to be what?
it's going to be physical, but also we will be streaming and having people presenting from overseas.
Okay.
So it's hybrid, so to speak. I just want to make a correction, though. I'm actually the communications and events coordinator at the PJ Patterson Institute for Africa Caribbean Advocacy, which is the organization that is
putting it on.
hosting the symposium on the 13th of February. That's 2 weeks from now.
All right. Look here now. One thing I will ask you. Is pure university people and doctors and things this thing I cater for?
No, that's the reason why I asked Shamara to ensure that I can speak to you on this program, because your program has a different wide cross-section of people that I think this symposium, would like to reach.
And I think on the audience and I think on the presenters, when I look on the flyers, it's pure university students and doctors and things are present.
I think it's because of the area that they're focusing on education, and that's educational transformation, or we can transform education at an institutional level, which necessarily, the input of community leaders and our people are important. And I've made a concerted effort to invite a lot of people across the Pan-African community in Jamaica that I know personally. And I hope to see a lot of them where they can participate in the question and answer sections that will be a part of the symposium.
Okay. All right. So tell me what the symposium going to really focus on. I know it's education and things as it relates to the African-centered perspective, but you give me a rundown on what exactly is going to be presented.
Well, as you mentioned before, the theme for the symposium is educational transformation in Africa and the Caribbean centering African heritage and identity. So it's really about how we in the Caribbean and Africa use our education, which we have been broadly given a colonial education, but how do we transform this colonial education to an education that suits Pan-African people, African people, and the education that will give us the best results for the benefit of it, for us as individuals and collectively as Africa. Now I'm talking about Africa, I'm talking about global Africa. Not just the continent, but us in the diaspora.
Pan-African.
Yes.
All right, so within that framework, right, you have a specific part of education that you think, because you have historical, social, political, you have any specific part of the educational drive that you're going to focus on?
Yes, they're really focusing on identity, African identity in education. How do we transform education by centering African identity? That is, us in the Caribbean, Jamaica. We must learn about Africans because, surprisingly, people in Africa don't know about, like you're in Nigeria, you don't know so much about people in Southern Africa. People in, Africa has more than 50
different countries, yeah.
Yes, and Africans don't know about each other. Us in the Caribbean, we don't know about each other. And particularly now when I find that a lot of people are not reading and pay attention to, and with so much information out there, it's surprising that we do not know about each other. And that is one of the things that the symposium is trying to bridge. How do we include African identity, our heritage, our history, and focus on it strongly so that we educate us about us?
All right. We're talking about identifying, you go right across the board, cultural, historical and thing, but there must be something that is focused on specifically. I know when I say African Caribbean identity, there's so much things that include African Caribbean identity. But what exactly you're focusing on in that African identity? Because you have identity as relates to accept your blackness, accept your Africanness. You have identity of understanding the history of Africa as it relates to Jamaica or even Europe. You have the identity of the people them who brought us here, identifying them as who they are and what them did. What aspect of it? You have identity of people who fight the struggle, the liberation struggle, Marcus Garvey, Winnie Mandela, all of these people. So it can't be just bright brush, because you do have about 1,000 days for really talk about the different identities that relates to African and Caribbean.
Basically, how do we celebrate our African heritage and promote our identity for future prosperity, for want of a better word, because I know prosperity kind of political, but it's how do we promote our African heritage, broadly speaking, the positive African heritage, that part that people don't know about. We're not talking about the colonial heritage, so to speak.
All right, tell us about the African heritage that we don't promote. What is the African heritage that we don't promote?
Well, part of it has to do with our history. African people are largely the creators of civilization, which started in Ethiopia and places like Kemet. And a lot of people don't know that. Africans have been broadly influential in mathematics, science, and the arts in general. And how can we use all of this information to bring self-worth and self-determination to African people today? to know that through our own action and our own minds, we can transform our communities and our countries so that we can compete economically, politically, and even militarily and technologically with the rest of the world. Because the education we've been getting it's to go out there and see and build Europe, build America, build the North, so to speak, because a lot of Africans still think that people up north are better. But the education that we want is education that puts supreme confidence in African people to know that we can achieve anything as long as we put our minds to it and put proper plans and actions in place to achieve it. So that's what we want from this.
So you're talking about these people who went to present it have certain formulas that you think might be helpful to bring about that change.
Yes. And one of them, you probably know of him as Professor Orlando Patterson. A Jamaican who professor at Harvard, you know. He did this book, The Sociology of Slavery. Very good book. So, and he was the chairman of the Jamaica Transformation Commission. And he made several recommendations. So it's important for us to hear from him and what he thinks about education. And next thing is that...
That's Rupert Lewis Panito.
Yes. Professor Rupert Lewis is there as well. I know he's a serious Garveyite. And the other day with Joe Biden, pardoning the Right Honorable Marcus Garvey. I want to hear what a scholar like Rupert Lewis has to say about the inclusion, because they've been talking about the inclusion of Garvey in schools and curriculum. So how can we do that now? Because people who probably will say, we cannot put Garvey in it because he has been charged. Well, he has been pardoned. So what are we going to do now?
Yeah, well, the pardon don't mean say them clear him of the crime, you know. It just means say why him do it, but you know, them a pardon him, you know. Exonerate would be a better thing still.
Yes, I guess it's a start.
I don't know if it's going to reach anywhere else, but a start. Because I don't know who in America we're going to look to do that. We have to just...
Certainly, I have no confidence in the current president, but let's see, because every 4 years America changes president.
But did you know that Marcus Garvey was arrested in Jamaica?
Yes.
Go to prison in Jamaica?
Yes.
You know where I'm going to prison for? All right, I'm not going to post your brain to this, but I'm going to tell you something. Them need to exonerate Marcus Garvey in Jamaica. Because them lock him up in a Spanish Town prison. Them need to exonerate him. I don't hear nobody talk about that.
I totally agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
Yes, I totally agree.
A whole people never know, say, these guys, the judge, them and Michael, Norman Manley. That was about the judge them lock up Marcus Garvey. So I don't know. I don't hear nobody rally and say, all right, we have to look to America for exonerate him. Want to the exoneration in Jamaica. Waiting about that.
I am agree with you 100% on that. If he's a hero in Jamaica, the country of his birth, he should be exonerated.
Yeah. And my brother just mentioned, say, him are going out the cabinet, the house the other day with the Marcus Garvey flag. And them same can't come in there, and Marcus Garvey them do that talk about in there. And them same them can't come in there. The king's house. Not the king's house up Hope Road there, so, but down Duke Street there.
Yeah, that's Garden House, because the king's house.
The king's house.
Yeah, because the king is the head of state of Jamaica.
Yeah, but they can't carry Marcus Garvey flag going there.
Yeah, it shows how colonial our structures are, and this is why we need education that people we can tear down a lot of these structures and build our own. You know?
Yeah.
You know, that's one of the reasons why Jamaica should become a republic, and we should have the Caribbean Court of Justice as our final appellate court.
Well, if you say you're independent, why would I want to still go the Privy Council in England and I them to set the line at the first place? That bind me up.
Yeah, and the Privy Council is colonial. It started around the time when I think it's around the emancipation of slavery time, during the 1830s.
Yeah, somewhere around there, so.
Yes.
All right, so tell me the date. Tell the people the date. And,
the date for the symposium is Thursday, the 13th of February.
Okay.
And it will be at the UA Regional Headquarters, and we begin at 9 a.m. in the morning.
Which one of the all them are the UA Regional Headquarters? Tell the people them.
All right, it's when you are traveling from Mona Road, coming from Ligani.
Yeah, you're going up.
Right when you reach up, when you pass the aqueduct and come up to the University Gate, you don't turn on the...
It's the building on the right.
Yes, you don't turn on the motor campus. You come on the right.
On the right,
yes.
Yeah.
When you come to the stoplight, just turn to the right. That's the regional headquarters.
It's over there, Verena Shepherd of our office, don't it?
Prof. Shepherd has resigned from the university for good.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, sorry for talking professor business on that.
No, professor business that. Away at the man, I don't know if you have business that. She resigned.
Yes, right. Yes, resigned from the Center for Reparation Research, and so have I. I was there for 2 years.
Oh, but them just say you have Center for something like research.
That's the reason why I tell you, because I sent my bio, and I don't know why that came up, but it's been 6 months now since I'm no longer at the Center for Reparation Research, although I'm still on the university campus, so we work closely with the center.
Yeah. I put call her, man. I never know that. That's very serious.
Man, so, she's still in the campaign doing a lot.
But she not going to stop. She not going to stop. Not going to buy her down to something,
Yes.
So why you leave it?
My contract came to an end.
Oh, contract. Okay.
Yes. My contract came to an end,
But for your contract never come to an end?
Yes, it came to an end as well.
Okay.
But she just decided to leave,
Should I review the contract?
Prof did decades for you,
Yeah.
Teaching and doing a lot of work,
That's true, man. That's true.
And she's still doing lots of work, as she still does stuff with the United Nations and the campaign for reparation.
Reparation and thing. Yeah, man. She don't know thing. Well, brethren, I give thanks, I give thanks. I will keep mentioning it,
Yeah, man, I would appreciate that. And being that it's 2 weeks' time, I would mind if we can get an interview again closer to the date, because we know a lot of people tend to forget sometime, but we're asking people to put the 13th of February in their calendar and come to the regional headquarters at the UII. Come, let your voice be heard, because as you are mentioning, we don't necessarily have community leaders and such, but would like to hear the voice of community leaders and people from the Pan-African community in terms of how do we go about centering African identity and heritage in the educational curriculum for the benefit of Africans.
Give thanks, brethren, give thanks. All right.
Yes, give thanks.
Yes. That was Omar Ryan saying resign. A serious thing. I don't tell you though. If you have a bombshell, probably know I said, resign to. I never know that. All right. So, I could just see if we can finish playing this song. Yeah?
Good night, Mota.
Good night, sir.
Well, the chief, really appreciate the clip them, Mota.
Yeah.
But, Mota, the thing I'm happy about, there's a little light down the tunnel where you, Jerry, and Carbo, and Miguel, that show black people say, yo, one day. Apart from Marcus guy. Because I say, when I say Mota, England, France, and US use black people and dump them. After them use it for build them place, they want dump after them exploit. Because here we say, during the apartheid, a lot of people don't realize that Cuba Castro send soldiers for black people.
Yeah, man, I mean, man.
Castro send soldiers to Angola, and the war never lasts long. You understand? So, it's good for know, so you and Carver make we know we used to, because we're dead, and we grow up to see Russia as this devil and never realize that England and France and US are the real devil.
Yeah, man, we used to look against such hard, man. Communism, terrible.
Thank you, Muta.
Castro was devil too, you know, remember? When I grew up, Castro was devil.
Castro was devil, Muta.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to tell you, say, 5 years my passport expired. Because when I drive, I go up Portport, I say, I know black people don't know themselves. They behave like say America. The road paved with gold, Muta. A heaven. And then the American them behave like them are the only country in the world. You understand? Because all more Russia do know Muta and China take the immigrant. Because a lot of people know say an immigrant bill America in a Muta.
Oh, you mean if I immigrant bill?
Immigrant
then the whole of them
America.
watch out. The whole of them who control America no immigrant tell them go to the native American.
Thank you, Muta. Because a lot of them know say Trump father and grandfather was German. German.
His wife come from Slovakia, one of them far European country there.
You understand? And America should be ashamed of themselves when Hitler do the world, them winning and them attack. Them in England attack we for fight them more. Still there are cheap black people like hell. And then the German people them can't go US without a problem. But the black people them are poor parents. Well, part them are a fair giant and so on. And none of our politicians know something about it. You understand? So them have people them there run where I go through Miami through swamp with the crocodile. And and they behave like something wrong with them motor. I say chicken I come to roof and want to know what them do. It's solar them we hear Cuba talk about solar. It's solar them have America where them use American that exploit the Jamaican people with the food and light. And I go on like them know I want to pay chat motor, pay chat and that's it. Life look for light at it. What do about it? Look for extortion, move to them. No, it's an extortion. Remember, I'm telling you, none of them down in a bill of 20 cents in a motor. That's why I'm going to rate them. None of them, and them know, say, the boy, them exploit the taxi and the bus, man. And them does nothing about it, motor. When the boy, them build up them arms down and can have a country locked down, them come on TV and talk food. Oh, if you have curfew and you know some man escape and man gone in other thing. I'm never want to go all over the world, motor. Oh, if you have a curfew and lock in the criminal, them. So, and all right, motor, pay black people are dead. Pay black people. So they are dead. I mean, if it's the shooting, where the man must do whatever with the grave in the motor. And the man shoot the man and there's a bus shot name in Angela. So about it, the police commissioner said about it, the Ministry of Justice, it was dead. So because it's a black poor man. Right in the cemetery, a man turn over a dead person.
Yeah.
And you know, obviously, say this man have a mental thing. And the police were there, motor, when the man, I shot up the man. Come like the same man with the man come on the car.
Wait, hold on there. Explain that one there to me. A man, they are caught from graveyard.
A man, there was a burial about 4 or 3 weeks ago. There was a burial at Dovka.
Yeah.
The man started make up nice in my protest.
Yeah.
All right? In my protest, them call the police. The police came. All right. Police came, but the man got to the casket and turned it over. I must take out the cartons or what did they do, man? One man in a motor, one man in the plane, and can't restrain one man. The police, 2 police came in the Hilux.
Yeah.
And the man threw up the whatever.
The body.
Out of the casket, the body. All right? None of them can restrain a man. And lies the fire holder dead. I don't know if he was a police, I don't know if he was a gunman, I don't know, but he was in jacket. Lies the firearm holder. My assumption. The man the man was not threat. You know, shoot the man and put a 4 on the wall on a man motor. The man said they have bush shot in them and the 2 police them and blew them and stand up and do nothing about it. Just a bush shot, I can't meet you and show the video. Just a bush shot and the youth kill the youth. Kill the youth. All because I look a poor youth. Make him one of that nobody up at Cherry and 121-year-old son, we have much $1 million when can't get a account for a motor. Shoot the youth, cold blooded, more 4 shots, just a bush shot.
So what the people
the people are ball out after them, did I say, at first he hear some vice, I say shoot him. That's how we can in a motor. Shoot black people like that. Really no motor.
But something like that, it happened down a watch, you know. Well,
when the man upon the hand, when the man come the man to the
man upon the ground, you know, the people them brothers say shoot him.
All right.
And the police them no jolt him, gonna fire shot now the brother.
Fire shot in the man. So Mota, it's a society will create, and when Spanish Town erupt, when you have MP can get a call for much $1 million, that is no example to the youth there, Mota. And when you don't set an example, you don't set an example, but you expect better. So the youth them go out there and look the money. All right, because only in a parliament, no one are doing it. I'm going to get Mota station and talk. No one are doing it. No one are doing it. And you don't set example and people live off example.
Yeah.
When you have the man of Spanish Town or Mota, extort people and the dirty water and Spanish Town is a chaos. They tell me the development took place in Spanish Town for the last 5 or 10 or 20 years, Mota. What them do with the constituent of you go to Spanish Town, Mota, it's like it's so chaotic, nothing progressive there. So. And them allow, I'm telling you, some Mota, they allow the underworld economy. And when it can't get out and you have some police now, I come now about shoot Mota. Police officer, them a kill police, them a kill soldier when they kill gunman. And we are dead. And we poor people are dead. We can't have a country and go on some Mota. Police kill 2 men today, tomorrow man, and man later man. If you have things like that, Mota.
And about 60 man police kills this year.
Thank you. Thank you, Mota. When you have a police commission, a ride on palm bike about this and that. You can't have a country like that, Mota. This is not a police state. We don't support foolishness. If you're wrong, Mota, you're wrong for me. We can do better. We can do the crime better like, because we have a technology. But what? When them allow the underworld to call them a Mota, where you find that now? When they come on, all right, half a tree Mota. We just go through this piece. Half a tree. When they start them one day, come down half a tree, start them. Then man from Grand Spell start the next day. Then a man them from where they get across from the cemetery name, from Moulins over there, so Friendship Lane. Them come start the taxi man about after. It's so much but the police out there. The Agla Park Road man not so bad because two look at police start out there, so them not bad. Mota, why the government never use our Ministry of Housing? You see that big open lot there behind JBC? Why the government never use it? Lick it down, Mota, and put the taxi stand where they write a yard farmer to them over there and the bus man, you know them don't catch them up for a car around some Mota. I remember saying this to the man used to wash them car, you know. Catch them up and then you find a kiosk now. Right at Jamaican National stoplight, there's a Mota. And you have this big old open land where you put one car place over there, a sham, or where you want. That is no production. Zig down the building, Mota, structure out there, widen the road over where the course of them there to mothers are there. So we have nobody and no vision. And Mota, we could come back to this Cuba thing here. We better watch to the Mota. When Cuba really walk up with bricks, because what am I talking about bricks now? America have to fall because of blood of black people in America. And them come, I introduce gating. America have to fall. Because immigrants build America, Mota. Man, you can't tell you that. And when you build yourself, and you, I'm going to tell a virgin now, your workers build you and them break your Mota. And if you treat your worker bad, them go and break you. And America feel them rich and powerful now because they have the baddest army. And there's more than one if it's going to cat Mota. All who expect black people, France, England, and US must fall on Germany.
You know, the African, them are running out France, South Africa.
Thank you.
From Senegal.
We there no Mota. Thank you, Mota. And we there no rare, like, you're the Prime Minister there. Them know, so we are talking about the food now. It is all over. I don't business no more all over the place. You there to lead. You there to make Jamaican people life better. Don't
have to move. We have to move.
So long life, Mota.
Yeah, man, give thanks.
Big up Francis.
Yes, El.
Morning, Mota.
Morning, sir.
Never told you shower rain.
That may I say, how the artist, man?
Jesus, peace. So when I hear the Lion of Judah, you know? Yes, but I could not get to say Merry Christmas, but at least I can say Happy New Year. Long life and prosperity, and it's good for you to have next year, and it's good for me to have a next year.
Give thanks.
Next year. Can you not pass off, you know? You're still healthy and champ. Keep on going on.
Well, we don't know what can happen, you know.
Me know, man. Yes, man.
Because I say, I will a grandmother, I bury them grand picnic, so, you know, that thing.
Yes, I eat the right way and eat off for the lion way. Remember how?
No, but me not eat like no lion, you know, because lion eat yam pure raw meat, you know. Me not follow lion.
Me the vegetable chunks.
No, me not eat chunks. Chunks I can't go food. No, me not eat the chunks, you know. Lion on yam chunk, lion yam meat.
All right.
So me no lion. Them call me man.
All right, there's a man, but when I was growing come up, there couldn't be a man. They grew up and turn a man.
Yeah, well. It's male then, male.
He's a male.
All right, what we I say now? What we I say? Nobody run up like that. What we I say?
Just fireman, a poet.
Okay.
Yeah, so I may say a long time, I heal you.
Yeah, man, I heal me up now, give thanks.
Right, and then for my discussion, you know, if you say if I could have given 2 lines of poet to express myself.
2 lines?
Or 3.
Go on, and when I cut you off, you must know that 3 take long, right?
All right.
Yeah, all right, go on, do your thing.
As if I was about to write, when I heard a voice, I think it was once or twice, so write not the things we so have seen. I beg and plead to the uttermost part of the sea, for all mankind should be free. The last time I heard them say this man was dead, them boil 1 pot of chocolate tea and all of the fry fish that they caught in the sea. They also get 6 quarter rum, say that they were. All right, me now I'm gonna.
All right, so give thanks, yeah? Yes, Ill.
Ill Mutabruka.
Blessed man.
And life with strength.
You too, man, give thanks.
I say, question. Why them call His Majesty Jah?
Why them call him Jah?
Yes.
Because Psalm 68.
Bible thing.
Psalm 68, why them say Jah? Because it a come from we call it a Jewish tradition, Yahovah. You know, it was Yahovah, you know, before they jailed it in there. But in a Psalm 68, him say, extol him, that right up on the win as Jah. So man just say Jah. True Wolper man no want to say God. Them just say Jah, you know.
God and Jesus and John and said thing, man. Bible thing that.
Well, Jah not the same thing like Jesus because Jah did before Jesus. Jesus was the man where them talk about. Jah is Yahweh, Yahovah. Hallelujah.
Really just believe.
Eh?
Really just believe.
Yeah, I really just believe. I really just believe. You know, you have to pass through all them stages, you know. You start out with all God, then you move from God to Jah, and you move from all Jah to, you understand? Yeah.
Yeah. I say, you can't take too much of the religious belief and religious things, you know, because that's spoil up the tradition now, you know.
Yeah.
The whole Bible talk and them something there.
Yeah.
If we speak of the original tradition, that would know it's right talk. If there was no Bible, there would be no Jah, and there would be no God, and there would be no Jesus. So look here, all them serve it in English and things to make it feel like say, look like say good. It's not good for you. Even though them change up our tongues and our knowledge and turn it in English, and the people them feel like they're the best thing that they, if you talk patois, how would you them? Don't say that, say what? Yeah. So the originality it always will be here and will be there and over the world, you know.
So where the original one is, where the original thing is?
Natural tradition. Naturality never change.
Okay.
Like, yeah. it just keep on flowing more and more and more and more. The more you try to go around it, you can't go around it. The more you try to go by it, you can't go by it.
Okay.
So we have to just face up originality and naturality in our life. Each and every one that we can see a better way and more love each and every one of us. Because if we not that, the whole of man-made things, they look like them at work, but a peer pollution them carry, you know. Peer pollution them carry. So,
Okay.
so the less man-made things we can deal with, and the better it is for all of us. Even though it look like say, a good thing and that use them upside there, but at the same time, we have to look at ourselves and know, so watch out. These things, look how often them change out. That means, so watch out. I run against the natural process of life, you know. So we have to relax our mind and ourselves and make naturality take over instead of a run race or something where them can't win. Yeah. So long live and long strength.
All right, so give time. Give time.
I want to say one thing more before we leave.
Yeah.
I say everything will happen to the youth them, and the youth them I get the blame, you know. In the school, them a blame the youth them, and them don't know say with them are pushing at the head, the youth them brain. And that cause I mesmerize them, you know, I teach them to work, I pay colonial minding system, you know, I teach them, you know. And the youth them just come work for the slave master, said we them not teach them the logic about them own personal individual self so that them can know say watch out. We this, ourselves this, we're afraid of ourselves.
Who say them not say that to the youth them? Who say them not say that?
Not do that. Mutabruka.
Oh, I mean them not do that.
You know. Them not do enough fight them.
Okay.
The more I teach them the most colonial system where them can just come in like the buck master saving system come work for them, and build up for them creation, and then just turn them out, pick them and choose them and refuse them in all kind of way.
All right, sir. All right. Give thanks, man. Yeah?
Bless.
All right. Now we want to play something, so we'll play all the while. You know, we have to keep repeating them something, you know, like how we play the music them all the while. See your music all the while. We have to play some of them clips all the while. Now, Martin Luther King is not one of my favorite black leaders, but him do a work in America that was humongous. And him make a statement about him greatest speech I can to people is him dream. I have a dream. Now, the part when most people don't hear is when him say, him thinks that the dream when the lab was a nightmare. Now, when I woke up on him, I said this thing, you know, I just said, boy, I forget this thing, I have to make everybody hear it. So I want to play a piece side of what him say. And you hear me play it already, we're going to play it again. And Martin Luther King, this, you know, yes.
An asterisk on it.
I must confess that that dream that I had that day has in many forms turned into a nightmare. And I've come to see that we have many more difficult days ahead, and some of the old optimism was a little superficial, and now it must be tempered with a solid realism.
Yeah.
You hear that? And Martin Luther King has said that, you know. So he realized that the dream was like a nightmare. Yes. So right, the sermon I say, boy, right now, him no dream again, you know. But you know, them whole and panda part there, them whole and panda part there, and I say, well, maybe a whole lot of people never hear it yet. Maybe the first a whole lot of people hear it when I play it. But he might show you say, no, sir, this about dream about little black boy and little black girl that walk up mountain. No. A nightmare.
An asterisk on it.
I must confess that that dream that I had that day has in many forms turned into a nightmare. And I've come to see that we have many more difficult days ahead, and some of the old optimism was a little superficial, and now it must be tempered with a solid realism.
Yeah, exactly.
I must confess that
That dream that I had that day has in many forms turned into a nightmare. And I've come to see that we have many more difficult days ahead, and some of the old optimism was a little superficial, and now it must be tempered with a solid realism.
One more time.
CL.
Yes, I.
Blessed man.
Give thanks for the time, teacher.
Yeah, man, give thanks.
Enough people don't know, say he's a teacher, So a long time listener, first time caller.
Oh, yeah?
Yes,
you just buy a phone from so long?
No, Canada I come from, so I find out how we kind of get through.
Okay. So why you want to report them from Canada?
No, sir.
Okay. You come down legal or you go up legal?
But they're a long time. We just have it in the roots,
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. A couple of the items attack, and the reason I say every black country should have military training for the youth them from high school. I don't know if it is a good idea. I feel good about it. It's a good idea, yes, but...
Do you remember them did have in a school? You never go to school where them have scout and what them call them again? Them have scout and an set at school.
Yeah, we did have a thing named cadets.
Cadet and scout, yeah.
Yes, but it's an option, and I like somewhere. Yeah,
because I never join it.
No, I never join it either. But I like the suit with them on either. Yeah.
So you have to
it's a good idea.
Army training. Every youth should have army training.
Yeah, that way them have a little discipline, or them can at least have better discipline towards
life. Yes.
When they come to especially when they come to the police, them and them something. But me I say the corruption could have ruined that idea there when they come to politics.
Yeah. Well, so the politicians them are one of the most corrupt in the country.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Them under the table, them a work. The scammer them use top of the table, them go underneath the table. Go scam people and go like them not scam people.
Alright, you see it. Why Trump coming with them tariff for the
news,
not bring them in yet. Some commercial.
Him not come in with them yet,
Yeah, I'm going serious with it for real. I'm not coming with
it. Come with it.
Yeah. Near commercial on my side, I say, hopefully.
Counteract.
Yeah.
You're not Canada.
Right.
You hear the thing when we play a while ago about Canada? I never listened.
Which one? No, I never hear it.
We play a clip about what Canada could do when Trump bring in the tariff on Canada, how them intend to lick him back with things like turn off the light them in New York and Minnesota and all them places. Because Canada control the whole of the pipeline them are going to America. So them I say, one of the things them is to lock off light and turn New York in a darkness. What a thing.
And create all kind of chaos in the place. The people them all have to pay a toll for drive on the road right now over there.
Over where?
Main road. In New York, they have some city toll, like in the city when you drive.
Yeah, but I want to tell you, them have it in England too, I think they might try to get you to the whole heap of, they might try to get you to the whole heap of gridlock in the. So you have to park outside of the city, or if you decide you have to come in there, you have to go pay. Them have in England too, man.
Madness that, man. How much money you have to pay on them thing there?
Yeah, but...
Madness that, man.
Well, I don't know if it's madness, because by the time you go find a park, you go to lose a whole heap of money and try to find park. But
them show any study to prove say what them are do make it that easier or make it better. Just money them
the gridlock? Yeah, man, the gridlock.
The toll, something with them.
Where they make you pay?
Yeah, them say that make it easier for or lighten up the traffic now.
Then, of course, it lighten up the traffic. There people don't want to go in there. Because they don't want to pay the toll. So it lighten up the traffic. It lighten up the traffic, man. Because my bridge is where I drive. If not going out in this London Century, go park. And find some weird place to go park. Some man take the tube. If nobody go drive, him take the tube and go in a central London.
But then, so London have all them junction of people who are going to them place there.
Wow,
like New York and all that freeway place now. For going to them transit there, you know.
Tube, tube them call it, down England.
Let me say, a amount of people for all squeeze up in them place there, you know.
Yeah, because the people them who are work have to go to work. Yes. And all for people get up the same time for go to work the same time. Yeah, people squeeze up in the tube them, people squeeze up in the subway. America subway are the worst one to me, you know. America subway are the worst and nastiest one to me.
All right, that not talk about. That them a try resort that no. Them a resort for we use them the nasty habit there.
I mean them a resort for I don't understand. When you say them a resort for we use
make we use them the same subway there for go around. We don't want.
No, but other people not the people them nasty it up and other people them who put it there. For another people them who are operate the subway do it. Are the people them nasty?
Yeah.
Some big rat when me see in America, them never see them nowhere in Jamaica. Some big rat run across the track. People them, some then Jamaica I tell you, them have bus driving and we see them take all things and throw out of the window. Them a yam some food and them a drink some box juice and throw it out of the window and nash up the whole place and forget say, you know, another them bedroom, them because some of them keep them bedroom like how them keep road. You know?
Nah, go on well at all.
And if you do that in a certain place, you get arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. If you do that now, you can't walk on the road in Singapore without no shot, you know. Better put that shot. You know.
Some country have some rules, boy. You have to read up on them before you go up there. You know?
No, of course. You know, say a jet low, no, Spirit Airline are bringing some law now, say no passenger will be allowed on the plane with no shorts, no sleeveless shirt with only a tattoo, no shoes. If you don't have no shoes, them just tell you can't board the plane. A Spirit Airline said that. Yeah, you never hear about it.
No.
Yeah, man, them must have
usually fly them there.
Me don't usually fly pan Spirit, but at that the law where them have now say you can't come in at them plane with no shorts. You know, the woman them have some shorts where come like panty.